Hi children, how are you all? I hope you are all fine and keeping well and staying at home. Uh, well, well, we have been relaxing and sometimes we have been watching videos and attending online classes. And afterwards, we have taken some gap, and once again, we are back, and I am back with you, going with our video classes as well as online classes. Dear students, we all know communication, it is a must in every language. Especially English language is spoken all over the world, and we are very much enthusiastic, as well as the world is very much enthusiastic as well as and goes through English language. If you know English language, we can make a trip around the world. Okay, for that we need a good communication skills as well as the rules and regulations of language, which means there are certain rules to follow. We cannot speak however we like a language. Instead, we have to have some measurements to speak any language. In that, since English is the ruling language of the world, we have to and must learn English. I am in front of you teaching degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. We all know we have a tendency that we compare ourselves in any manner, anything for that matter. We have a tendency to compare with around us and with others. So, my dear students, today we shall know what is a degree and with what we compare ourselves and etc. Let us go into the class. See the topic, degrees of comparison. Usually degree means to extend. Degree means to extend something, in extension of something. That is what the meaning of degree. And the second one is comparison. Comparison. We compare ourselves. So, it is the degrees of comparison, which means extension of comparing one thing. Extension of comparing something. What? Extension of comparing something. Anything for that matter. Either it is a person, place, thing, etc. Whatever it may be. If we are comparing, we compare in extension of that thing, that person, that animal, that plant, whatever. So, degree means it is extension or to extend something. Usually, how do we compare ourselves? By looking at the name, or by looking at the property, or by looking at the person. How do we compare ourselves? So, if we are comparing, we compare our qualities. It is quality, quantity, anything. We compare our qualities with the other person, the qualities that I have, and up to what extension I have, and up to what extension the other person has. That is what the comparison. So, we compare our qualities, we compare our quantities. Okay? So, that's why The comparison of qualities, quality or characteristic is called in English adjective. So, what is an adjective? We all know and we have been learning parts of speech. In parts of speech, we have 8 types. One is noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The third one is adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective qualifies noun. Simple definition. We can also say an adjective is a word that describes a noun. We can also say an adjective is a word that adds something to the meaning of a noun. An adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. So, in this way, we have different definitions for an adjective. These all definitions say that qualities of somebody, something, some animal. Okay? So, an adjective qualifies noun, or an adjective describes a noun, or an adjective is a word that adds something to the meaning of a noun. For example, beautiful girl, rich man, clever student, okay, happy hour, honest man, good girl, bad situation. So all like this we can go on adding adjectives to nouns. Okay, next. So we know that, and it is clear that we compare the qualities, quantities of a person or anything. Now, how do we compare? That is my second question. How do we compare? We compare ourselves for a person's, animals or things quality is compared in degrees. Okay, how do we compare ourselves? In degrees we compare, or in extension we compare. That is called degrees of comparison. A person's or animals or things quality is compared in degrees. That's what degrees of comparison. Yes, we compare ourselves, we compare other things, we compare other animals, we compare other trees, we compare. Okay, so around the world we have a tendency of comparing. That's what is called degrees of comparison. Okay, I hope you are clear up to now. Children, take a note while I am teaching. Write down the notes and make it a notes. Then after, when we have a doubts section, we can clarify our doubts. And the second thing, after knowing what is degrees of comparison and what is an adjective, the third thing, how many degrees are there? How many degrees are there? There are 3 degrees in degrees of comparison. We compare in 3 degrees. That is positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Yes, of course, we have 3 degrees, but what do they refer? How to know what to compare? How to know where to use what? Okay, that's what our next question. After knowing the 3 degrees, positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree, how to use these 3 degrees to compare others, to compare ourselves, and how do they form? How can we find out degrees? Now, number 1, positive degree. This positive degree, it is said to be talking about single quality, individual quality. Individual quality or single person's quality, single animal's quality, single tree's quality. Okay, so we use this positive degree for referring to the one person. Okay. And this positive degree, we directly write the adjective. For example, clever. Okay. She is a clever student. She is a clever student. Okay. Number 2, comparative degree. In the name itself, we can know that comparative means it is comparing, comparison of something, it is comparing. Okay, this comparative degree is used to refer or to compare between two persons. To compare between two persons. Two persons, animals, or things. Okay. This comparative degree is used to compare between two persons, two animals, two things. How do we form this comparative degrees from the positive degree? So, we form comparative degrees. We form comparative degrees by adding ER to the positive degree. How do we write comparative degree, or how do we find out? By adding ER to the positive degree, that is by adding ER to the adjective. For example, clever plus ER is equal to cleverer. So this becomes comparative degree and this becomes positive degree. And the third is superlative degree. The third one is, the third degree is superlative degree. What do we mean by super? Super means it is extraordinary. Super means it is the highest quality. It is the highest quality. Okay? It is the highest quality. Superlative degree. Super means it is extraordinary of something. If we compare something among them, it is the extraordinary thing. It is the super thing. That's why it is named as superlative degree. That's why it is named as superlative degree. This is used to compare more than two persons. More than two, anything. Okay, it is compared among many. It is not less than two, it is more than two. More than two, it can be any number of people, persons, places, animals, or things. Okay. So this degree, superlative degree, is compared more than two, which means more than two persons, places, animals, things, etc. Okay, sir. After knowing what is a superlative degree, how do we find out superlative degree? That is our next question. So we to find out superlative degree. Okay, superlative degree, we add EST est to an adjective. We add est to an adjective. For example, clever, cleverer, cleverest. Okay, so this becomes a superlative degree. Okay, so no adjective, positive degree. Positive degree is compared only single person's quality is spoken in positive degree. And in comparative degree, we have second degree comparative. Comparative means comparison of two things. Comparative degree is used to compare between two persons. So we find out by adding, or we make comparative degrees by adding er to the adjective. Then it becomes cleverer, happier, richer, poorer, taller, shorter. Okay. Next, superlative degree. How do we find out superlative degrees? Okay. Superlative degrees we find out or we make by adding est to an adjective. Then that is what becomes a superlative degree. A superlative degree is used to compare more than two persons, two places, animals and things. And this is the highest quality, highest rank of anything. Students, are you clear up to now? While you watch, you make a note. Okay, I hope you are making a note while watching. Next, there are some words or there are some adjectives which have double syllable and trisyllables. Okay, how do we make such adjectives? Okay, how do we make comparative, superlatives and positives with such adjectives? Okay, how do we make? For example, there is a word called beautiful. There is a word or there is an adjective beautiful. See children, we can make easily comparatives as well as superlatives for single syllable or doubles. But when it comes to try or more than that, we use more for comparative degree and most to refer superlative degree. Okay, we use more as we cannot make or as we cannot add er and est to the beautiful or more than two syllable words. That's why we use more to refer comparative degree and most to refer superlative degree. Then it becomes beautiful, comparative degree more beautiful, and superlative degree most beautiful. Okay, by adding more to compare, then it becomes more beautiful. By adding most to the superlative degree, then it becomes most beautiful. See, just like polite, more polite, most polite, more polite, most polite. Like this, we can make a number of adjectives into comparative and superlative degrees. Like this, we can make many superlative degrees, many comparative degrees. So, for you to task, make as many as possible positive degrees, comparative degrees as well as superlative degrees. Okay, and also know the meaning of degree. Degree means it is an extension, an extension of something. Okay, there are 3 degrees in degrees while we compare, that is positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. Positive degree is used to compare or to refer to single person's quality. Comparative degree is used to compare between two persons. We form comparative degree by adding er to the adjective. Superlative degree, third one, superlative degree is the highest quality of something, and we make superlative degree by adding est to an adjective. And more than 2 syllable words we use more to make comparative degree, and we use most to make superlative degree, such as more beautiful, more polite, most polite. So students, when we meet in the next class, we shall discuss about another topic. And also, for you to instruct, you make note while watching this video, and prepare a note for yourself. When I ask you, you have to send it to me through WhatsApp. Understand, students? And if you have any doubts, you can call on to my number 6281810939, and you can clarify your doubts. And also be regular for the discussion sections as well as for all the classes and videos. Okay, be thorough, and until we meet in person. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.